All right, in the last video, we did a very basic view look at this in the center part of our interface. We haven't talked about this outside stuff really, or our outliner. Just briefly, like I said, I'm going to go through this more and more as we build our environment and all that good stuff, or build our world rather. And um, overall, just some couple things to look at. Uh, all of the content, you could see it updates here that we have in our scene. You could find in our outliner. We can also search for individual pieces here. We can create folders to keep everything together, which we will do. And any information we need about a specific object that we select, you can see is down here in the details panel. Now, if you need information about the bigger world, here's world settings that we're going to be interacting in here too. And this is controlling our overall world that our little environment sits in, or these objects sit in that are, again, we have information about in our details panel. So some of the things you're going to do outside of this is you're going to be writing documentation that kind of builds a world. So you're going to be doing some theory and some research on world building. And then inside of here in your assignments, you're going to actually build a very basic, you're going to learn the steps you need that you could build the actual world that the person's going to see. So you're getting like a nice two-sided approach. All right, with that said, let's take a look at another tool called PureRef that I use in order to grab reference and display reference as I'm building my world. All right, so here I am in Microsoft Edge. You could use Chrome, whatever browser you like. I just like the cleaner, a little bit cleaner of the interface. It has Copilot in here, which is nice. But anyway, inside of the Edge, inside of here, I went to a website called pureref.com. And here you can go ahead and download a tool, which I'm going to display in a second, which is really nice for compiling or taking imagery of reference and putting it together. So let's go ahead and install that. Go to your download here. Now I already have it installed on my computer. Select if you have a Mac, Linux, whatever, Windows 7 Plus, you can hit installer. Now here's the thing. A lot of students get caught up in this. See how it says $15, $7? For custom amount, if you don't have the money, they allow you to nicely, you can hit 0. Make sure to press enter. Again, a lot of students will come to me and they'll be like, I can't install it. This is grayed out. It's because they never press enter after hitting 0 here. Go ahead and hit download. And if you've ever installed any other piece of software before, all you do is click next. So I already have it installed, so I'm not going to demo the clicking next part. So for now, go ahead and download that. And then let's go to another website where we're going to gather some reference on what we're going to build. All right, here I am on houseplans.com, and there's two things going on here. I have the website open, and I actually have that PureRef program open, so make sure to open that up. Now, you can go ahead and select really any house you want. I think for easeability of our lesson or our assignments here, just go with the exact one we have that I'm doing here. If you feel bold and adventurous, you can go through the site and pick whatever you want. But for now, let's go ahead and just select, let's go through here and just find a basic house to go with. That would be easy for us to model and that provides plenty of references. So you can see under this home plans collection here, you can do Barnadium, modern. Let's do search all collections. You can see there's really some beautiful houses. Because this is our first sort of world that we're building or house that we're building together, we want to build something that's very boxy or angular like this. But what would also be cool for, let's see, why are you not popping up? That might have been an advertisement. Let's click on that again. Let's see. And I'll post the link to the exact house that I end up picking here. Let's see. We have top selling house plans, our favorites. Here, let me go back for a second to that home page. And see if we could just go to, let's just do this. We'll do styles. Contemporary homes are generally more boxy. Contemporary or modern homes, you could see here. And what we're going to go with is, let's see. I'm thinking, kind of like the one that we had saw earlier. And we want to do something with foliage so that we can try to match that the best we can as we're building in our virtual world. This one looks pretty good. Let's see. We also want to make sure that we have enough angles or views to recreate it. So this one looks pretty good and pretty basic. So I'm going to go ahead and just right click on this, and I'm going to hit copy image, and I'm going to paste it into my PureRef. And now you could see, if you hold the right mouse button down, you can move this around. If you scroll your wheel in, if you click your wheel in and pan this, you can pan around in here. And you could see here that by just copying and pasting it in here, again, right click copying, right click pasting, you can see that we can gather all of those images here, and we could use it as reference for the sides of the house. Now this is kind of grainy. Looks like, let's go ahead and rear elevation. Let's delete these out and let's grab the higher res one. So again, copy, hit Control V. That gives us a lot better results. So I'm going to pause the video, and I'm really just going to go down through each one of these and just copy and paste them in here. So something like this. And I think, yeah, I've got 3 more. All right, so you can see here we have a nice outside view of the house. We have the right elevation, left elevation, pretty self-explanatory. And what's helpful is when I look at this, I could see there's 2 doors there. And we're going to, like I said, just kind of model out something similar to this. We'll do our best to eyeball it. If it's not perfect, that's okay. You can see the front and the back sort of stick out. And here's the front porch, it says here. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and right click, and I'm going to go to save, and I'm going to save this. And I'm actually going to just create a folder in my documents folder, just called project or something. World building project, and store this inside of there. All right, and one of the nice things about PureRef is you could see it always sits on top. So we can kind of scale this down as big as we want, and then just kind of, again, using our right mouse button, we can kind of move this around so it's not always in our view. And what I'm going to do in the next video is essentially, like I said, we're going to start looking at building this house out just using the basic shapes. So that's sort of our next step. And yeah, I think that's it for this one.